What is up, everybody? This is Goodman. I'm signing back on for yet another video. So in this video, it's just me doing a bunch of outlets for like 6 minutes or something like that. So while we watch this, I'm just going to talk about something else besides outlets. So let's get going with it. All right, this part we're doing a GFCI plug in the kitchen of the Lincoln house. But like I said, I don't care about any of that stuff. If you hear a loud noise in the background, it's my wife who's vacuuming our house. So let's talk about starting in Section 8, okay? If I had to restart everything, if I had to go back to the beginning and do this all over again, go back to 2016, great year, right? Great year for all of us. And I had to do things differently. What would I do, especially if I didn't have my dad to help me out? Because remember, I make sure you guys understand, I did not do this all by myself, okay? I did not fund everything myself. I had my parents. My dad was very, very helpful in all this. The only reason why I'm here today is because of him. I give him all the credit for that. I gave the sweat equity. He gave the actual funding for a lot of this stuff, and I'm very thankful for that. And I don't sit there and shy away from things like that because obviously I don't want to give you guys a false impression of how I did this or where I am or how I got here, okay? But if I had to go back, could I do it without him? And I think I could now, knowing what I do know. And one thing I wish I had done more of is flips, okay? Especially back then, houses were super duper cheap. Obviously, you could only sell them, you wouldn't sell them for as much. I mean, I think that the margin between like the profit that I'm making now on a flip is probably the same back then. It was just, you know, I could buy a house for $15,000, I could sell it for $40,000, right? And I put $10,000 into it, whatever. So that's neither here nor there. But that's how I would start, okay? My first house, I had the money to buy it, and I did buy it. It was $15,000. It was the duplex that we see in all these videos, or in some of these videos and stuff like that. So that was the first one I ever bought, was the duplex. And what I would have done with that duplex is I would have bought it, okay, 15 grand, renovated it. I renovated it with like 3 grand and put some tenants in it. I would have probably needed to get maybe put 10 into that, $10,000, probably $7,000 into that thing. Put 2 Section 8 tenants on each side, making like, you know, at that time probably like $600 a month, $700 a month, so $1,400 every single month on that property, and then sell the house for $50,000. That's what I would have done, okay? And by doing that, I now have made a pretty sizable profit. And what I would have done then is taken that money, gone and bought another flip, and flipped, probably flipped 3 properties. Then I would have bought my first rental. After doing that, I would let the rental be there, I would manage it, I'd see how I'm doing at it, and I would go flip. I'd flip 3 more. Then I would go buy another rental, okay? You see what I'm saying now? So I've talked about it where you could do it from a financing perspective, where like you buy a rental, you put a renter in there, you refinance it, you get like 75% out of it, you know, the 75% of the mortgage or whatever. You get a mortgage of 75% of whatever the value of the building is with the tenant in it. You could do it that way and then go buy 2 more rentals and keep snowballing rental, doing the Burr method if you want. But I think that the other way to do it without having to finance things would be the flip method. Now, like I said, it's flipping like 3 houses. And you guys can do this right now, okay? Where you live, I'm sure there's other places besides just Alabama where you can get houses for pretty cheap. And you need to get the money first. I think I said it in almost all the videos. Stop buying stuff on Amazon. Stop going on Disney trips. Stop, you know, letting your wife tell you need to go to the beach 3 times a year. Stop buying Miller Lite. Stop buying all this stuff you don't need, okay? Get to the point where you have the money to buy a house. Buy a house, flip it, take the profits, do another flip, do another flip. Now you have enough money where you can go buy a house, fix it up, rent it, and you can start your rental stuff. You don't need 20 rentals. I think I just went and paid my property taxes of like $19,000 today. And I think it was like 18 properties, right? So, because I've been selling a bunch of them and buying up new ones. I have more than 18 properties. I'm sorry, I paid for 18 properties, but some of them they're paid for when we buy them. So I think I'm still like 21 properties of rentals. The point being is, it's easier to continue with the flip method, in my opinion, where it is you flip like 3 or 4 properties, buy a rental. Flip 3 or 4 properties, buy a rental. Because you're still doing everything is like in the same realm. Your rentals are not just exploding. You're learning as you go along to manage the rentals while you're still flipping properties. While you're flipping properties, you're learning how to fix things better, faster, more efficiently, how to run the crews to get things done. Like all these things are hitting your stride. then you're able to take the flips, or sorry, to take the rentals, make sure that those are running efficiently as well. Learning how to deal with the tenants, learning how to deal with Section 8, learning how to deal with all that kind of stuff. It makes it a lot easier, takes a lot of stress off of you. You're not sitting there like I was in my first year, like getting 10 properties because my dad's like pushing, let's get more properties. And then you're like, I can't keep up with this. I don't know what I'm doing. I've never been a landlord. Now I'm just a landlord at 10 properties. It's not efficient to do it that way. I would not recommend anyone to do it that way. I would tell you to do it the way I'm saying it, which is get a flip, buy a rental. Take your time with it. One rental at a time. That's all you need to do. The small and mighty real estate investor is a very, very powerful thing, okay? And it's something that everyone needs to look into. Stop looking to buy 10 properties or 15 properties or whatever. Buy one first. Start with one and then work your way through. Flips, though, out in the hood, easy, because you can get investors to come help you buy them, or you can buy them yourself, put some money into them, sell them. Even if you don't fix the whole thing up all the way, you fix it up a little bit, you can still sell it for some money. I got a lot more on this topic, but again, we just had a video that was just full of me doing a bunch of electrical work, which no one wants to talk about or see. So I was like, I might as well talk about this. If you guys want to learn more about this and what my mindset is on this, just leave some comments. And I will actually just do one where I just film myself talking about this and what I believe is the best method to get a real estate empire going. Now that I know, I mean, I've been doing this for like 8 years or 9 years now. So I know a thing or two about a thing or two. But anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. We got the electrical done. Roberto's there, looking great as always, looking like an absolute Greek god. And like I said, like, subscribe, comment. Make sure you comment. If you want to hear more about this stuff, about building your empire out and getting my help or listening to me, let me know. See you next time.
This is Goodman, back with another Sucker!